faith in this strat. You know, it is General the Oilyboyz. Shout out to the gang. Shout out to my partners, the other generals, Mac and True. I asked y'all to give me your fail setups, and some of you delivered, so I'm gonna go over them. Now, some of y'all, I'm not doing them. Y'all sent me links to charts with nothing on them, or you sent me a bunch of fills where I'm like, what am I looking at? And I'm not gonna sit there and match the fills to the time. Come on, y'all, make it easy for me. There's a lot of y'all. You guys got to think sometimes when you're doing stuff. But for the people who made it easier and get your stuff reviewed, the people who didn't, next time, now you'll know. All right. Shout out to Crown. Shout out to Nakia. They were some of the first to actually DM me. CCL, I had the 11 call. I was in profit a little bit of reversed on me. I got it on Monday. Now I'm in a 12 call for 526. Was looking at weekly setups. So I don't, perfect example, I don't know when, because you didn't give me a chart, but we're gonna try and piece it together. But please, if you're gonna ask questions, please have a chart and a time. Oh, there we go. I'm guessing you got it in here. It's very easy. Look at this. You guys ever get into play and you're confused? It's because you're looking here, and all you need to do is go to an M15 or an hour, 30, zoom out. Because instantly, especially on this 15 and 30, you see what's happening. Without, what you guys need to get really good at is understanding price action and reading what's happening. Right here, you just hit the top of the trend. This candle, anytime you see this candle, that's telling you it's a lock. So if I were in calls, I'd probably be getting out, to be honest. We see a reversal here, but likely we could run up and still take out these lows. But your opportunity to buy was here when it was low. Not here. It's the top of the trend. So you have to understand, when you're aiming for these trades, if you're buying calls here, where's your next target? So here we go. This is your pivot, but think about how much we ran up before we reversed. So realize if you're buying calls, you have to look to your left to see how much we've ran up. So not that bad, but you're learning. Just shows it's simple things. You see in a candle like this that reaches all the way up, or a candle that reaches way down. CCL doesn't really have that many down, but these up candles, when they reach up, that's them locking in the highs. Whenever you see this candle, ever get the fuck out or short. This is like, for me, I see these reaching candles, I'm always shorting that because I know what's about to happen next. That's them stopping everybody out so they can institute a sell. Initiate a sell, I'm sorry. All right. Next person is going to be Nakia. Let's see. I got in at 1046 on one contract. I thought it was going to continue up, and it didn't. So once again, that was easy. Listen to what you said. You thought what? Thought isn't a trade setup. So you have to think, what setup am I looking at? You got in 1046. Right about here. This was Thursday. Let me see. This is on the 11th. So yeah, you were, I'm guessing, got in right here. Yeah, this is crazy. Did you just gap midday? Wow. Midday gap. Oh, no, this is the next day. I'm sorry. So this is on the 11th. 1046. Give me just a second, guys. I'm trying to see. Yeah, if you guys could like give me like times, let me know your time zone. That would help a lot. But it looks like you got, I can't really tell what day this is or the time zone you're in, so it's kind of harder for me. Just like you see, I'm trying to match it up to my chart right now. And I don't know what day. I'm guessing that you sent it to me on the 11th. I'm guessing this was on the 10th. So please, guys, when you send them, I need the ticker. I need the date, time of day, your time zone, and then a chart that's marked where you can show your entry and exit. Make it easy, guys. If it was here, oh, let's see. If it was here, it wasn't going up. But I can't even tell what day this is. I'm guessing, okay, it has to be here on the 12th, but the dates don't match up because you did this on the 11th. So maybe about here, I'm guessing. That's the only. So if it was here, it's very easy. There's your high. We ramped to the high, and then the market lost liquidity, which happens outside of the kill zone. That's why I tell people it's the first 2 to 3 hours. That's when after that, the market dries up. So you're just trading on low volume. There was no volume in the market. That simple. Look to take trades from extremes, extreme highs, extreme lows. Everything else in between is noise. What's the difference between static, trailing, and end of day? So a static account is going to be the smallest and cheapest. They're going to have a static amount that you can lose, period. Usually it's like $600. I don't recommend them unless you're just really low on money. A trailing is going to say if you have 100K, you can lose a max of 2K. So let's say you make 5K on that account, you can now lose, that account can go down to 103 before you blow it at any time. I don't like trailing. I like end of day because end of day is saying like, hey, as long as you don't by the end of the day lose more than 3,500, you're good. So if your account is up 103.5, as long as you don't go past 100K, by the end of the day, you're good. So intraday, let's say you went down to 100 or 99, 99.5. So you've lost 4. If you can make that 500 back, you haven't blown your account. But also end of the day, the max you can lose is like 2K. How often will I be able to pay myself? It depends on the prop firm. Most of them are once a month. Some of them are twice, and I have a few where I think it's unlimited. Can you make more money than they allow you to draw? Yes, you can, because most of them are going to give you a waiting period. Like Elite is like the first month 25, second month 25, and I think the third month unlimited. How are buy side and sell side liquidity established? So I need you to go and look into Learn ICT because a lot of that is already covered. But just know buy side is the top side, and it's established by us making highs and equal highs. Sell side is the lows. Just think of it support and resistance realistically. Imbalance is just, a fair value gap, imbalance, whatever you want to call it. It's the area in between a candle where there's no wick. We'll go to 15. This is an imbalance now. Because on this green candle, there's only sell orders. No buy orders are getting filled. This is balanced because there's a green candle and then a bunch of sell orders come. You see that? Here, it's green, green, green. No red candle comes to fill it until way here. So here's where the sellers now, leftover sell orders got filled. You use these because these tell you where price is likely to go or turn around at. So the more you trade them, the more you're going to see them naturally. They happen on all time frames. Sorry for interrupting. How do you manage your emotions to get for the best entry? For example, me, I am 90%. I would enter at 10 a.m. call. Are you always wait for a retest? So the easiest way, the more you do it, the easier it's going to be honest. I would say constantly practice. When the market's closed, take a lot of demo trades until you see the patterns, But the easiest way I say is to if it's a short, it's easy to add into shorts. Even long traders, they explode over a long time. But an easy way is to add, and then as you're coming down, you're making lower highs, keep adding. Another way is to add, and then as you're dropping, take some off. Figure out what works for you. Different scenarios are going to have different outcomes or best ways to do it. Hey, I'm reading your post when you said about the sweep today. Probably going to sweep down, something like that you said, but this is how I'm doing it, plus including a strat. When I watch your market structure video, I know there's a lot more tech knowledge outside. Any tips you can give me? My tip would be, that's not bad. This isn't bad. To constantly, you have a chart like that, go to a higher, 5 minutes is too small to look at structure. That's going to tell you structure today, but you need to be on like a 15, an hour, a 4 hour to zoom out and see. Because most of y'all's problem, you're just getting lost in structure and you're like, oh, we're long, but you don't realize like on a 4 hour, we just ran a high and we're about to fall over. And that's what gets people, because the short-term structure is bullish, but the long-term is bearish and vice versa. In this example, I didn't enter in the bottom, but I did enter to the retracement. So good. For this time frame, this was good. And I think that's it. Yeah, so now we're gonna go to people who posted in my channel. So shout out to the people who took advantage. The people who didn't, take advantage. Shout out to Mo, been here a long time. This is a screenshot where I entered SPY today. Guess I entered bottom. I was looking for it to take out yesterday low. So I don't know if you were looking for calls or puts. If you were looking for puts, you could tell the structure when stuff is selling off and going to continue. If it's aggressively dropping and starts going parallel, it's going to reverse. That easy. If your calls seem like a decent entry. Oh yeah, puts. Yeah, why are we looking for continuation and not shorting from high? I think that's a lot of problems people are having. You guys are waiting for like a strat trigger that's like super late instead of getting the first trigger or using liquidity. But if you're going to be waiting for this to trigger this in this market, you're going to keep getting stuff exploded in your face because it's a tight bound market right now. You have to trade for market conditions. Shout out to I don't know how to pronounce your name. Shout out to A. This wasn't a bad trade. Your stop was just too tight. That's what happened. I wouldn't have entered here. Well, actually, I don't know if you entered on this candle. I would have waited and I would have went to a smaller time frame on the hour. But for me, this is a setup. Whenever I see an hour open and where the last hour closed parallel, I know I can get in because I know there's an imbalance that was created. So always remember that. And that's on any time frame, 2 hour, 4 hour, 3. You see this? Know that below this is only buys. So you can technically take that up. Same thing with sales. Look at that. That's an imbalance getting created. One of my favorite setups. So yeah, your stop was just too low. I don't get why you try to predict the move. You don't predict, you react. It comes down, it drops, then it starts going up. You predicting is useless because we don't know what the market is going to do or how it's going to really react to grab the liquidity. This one was good. I don't know what happened. Oh, you let it come back. Yeah, you guys, period, bro. You got to stop being greedy. This ran all the way up here, bro. You went from 41.29 to 41.43. That's crazy. I don't even hold that much anymore. 10 points. That's all you need. 5 points. I'm trying to go down to only using 5. I usually aim for about 10. But you got much more than 10. It's very unlikely it's going to keep going up. The way you can tell, because this move wasn't strong. Now, let's say this candle formed, it pulled back, and you had 2 more candles like that. Then you know. But this is just after this candle. Once it starts rounding, you can see it curving over. You should realize what's happening. Look, you ran a high. So you saw where to get out. So if you held, that's your fault. Why would you stay in? Look, because now, look, this is your highest high. Now you have lower high, lower high, lower high, lower high, lower high, lower low. You should have this for sure. If you came down here, come on, man. The only thing about it, 5 points on ES is $250. 4 contracts, 5 points is 1,000. Stop trying to hold all day. Focus on trying to trade bigger and better. Look for the cleaner setups where you know the low-hanging fruit is 5 points. This is gonna go at least 10. I know I can get 5 points. Boom, 4 contracts, $1,000 right there. As opposed to trying to hold all day and then wait and come on. We only hold when you see aggression in the move. This one, I remember this day. So you messed up because we didn't run a high right here. I can't remember what day, but like I said, when you guys do it, please send like a full chart because it's very confusing. I can't tell anything from this. I have to go and search. I don't know what day this is now because I'm doing this on Sunday. But I remember when I saw this, there was a major high to the left and we were still attacking that. Look, 8:30 open. So why are you shorting? You're fighting the trend. Dropped. ran all the way. Your stop was way too wide here, by the way, too. And we never came back because look, there's the high. Then we run lows. These lows were temporary lows. And then we busted through this high because, like I said, there's a major high up here to the left. There we go. Yeah, perfect. So look, you shorted and the structure didn't even show. Why would you short when you just had this candle, this green candle, showing you there's huge buys? And look to your left, these are highs that haven't gotten taken out. Now, if you had a green candle like this and there was no highs, it makes sense. But this is a major green at the bottom of a trend. And this is a high that is a displacement candle. If you don't know what that is, make sure you watch Ice-T episodes 2 through 10. He talks about it. Displacement, the aggressive move up, is telling you like volume's about to start. So you literally fought the trend at the worst possible point. This was not bad. Caught the retracement, boom. Perfect. Cut it up here. Just know you don't have to get in the front of these moves. So you see this 5, go in on the 5, have this set up, and then go in on the 1 minute. That's what I do all the time. The 5 is running up. Now I have a 5 and a 1 minute. I'm watching. 5 is up, 2 up, 2 up, 2 up, and then the 1 will have an inside candle. And boom. You know, let's look at, go back to SPY or SPX. Go to like 15. Here's the 15. 2 up, 2 down. Here's the 5. We ran up, but your problem comes if you're trying to front load this move, because we don't know where it's going to stop when it reaches up. That shit can reach way up here. This is my target. I'm aiming for London low. It's that simple. Anything extra is bonus, but I'm not aiming to hold all day. I'm aiming to get the explosive move. We go to M1. You saw the 5 goes up, but the M1 shows you now I have an up inside candle, 2 down, but really volume is contained. So I would consider this a double inside and then a down candle. So I would look at this and then I'll go back to the 5. When I go to the 5, but mind you, I have multiple screens. I see now this is an inside red candle. There, get in late. It's better to be late to the party than early in trading, because you're early, you don't know where it's going to reverse. Because a lot of times it's early and you're going to run into things like this. When you're too early, you're trying to short too early. Oh, it's going down, and boom. It's going down, it's going boom. Or this, you're in early and these come to stop you out, because before they drop it, they're going to try and reach and grab everybody who's short and stop them out for the extra liquidity. So understand that. Oops. But that was a pretty good trade. That was it. Wow, that was quick. That was it. That's all. Just next time you guys gotta send me more. That was way too fast, too easy. But I thought there was more, or maybe you know you guys sent them somewhere I don't recognize. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that was it. So I'm gonna keep doing this. So this one was easy, quick. Next time, guys, there's like almost 300 guys. I know not everybody's winning. Send your setups. All right, guys, take care.